Welcome back to Boruto Anime Review, episode number 95. This one reviewing the 96th episode of the anime Blood, Sweat, and Namida. Yep, this is episode focused on Team Hanabi. Yep. Oh, in case you're wondering, is it kind of like the last time they focused on episode of this team where Team Konohamaru shows up for two scenes for like less than a minute? Yes. That's basically heck. Konohamaru's not even in this episode at all. Nope, it's not even mentioned. If in fact, unlike last time, where it's mentioned that in their second time they appear in the episode, that they just wrapped up a mission, an assignment. In this episode, no idea what the heck they're up to. Yes, there is no idea what happened to them. Okay, the story for this episode. Okay, you have Team Hanabi, aka Team 15, protecting a group of merchants from this gang, which is similar to that of the Byakuya. Well, not as high a profile as Byakuya gang. It seemed like a low-level gang who was after. Now they don't explain. These people are merchants. Apparently, these people deal with art pieces. Okay, and they want it for some reason, probably because they're thieves. So they actually fight out the Namida, who is kind of a little weak. Yeah, she uses her jutsu and it knocks everybody out. Not only the gang, but also the merchants and her own team. She's like, yeah, I'm going to focus on stop crying their missions, so I'm going to train to get stronger. And she kind of does. Though here's kind of the thing. I get the fact, yes, I'm glad the fact she asked Hanabi to train her in that. But here's kind of the thing. She could have also asked Sadara for help with this because she's basically, apparently, no one knew this about her. I don't think I even watched the series. Apparently, she knows water jutsu. Oh yeah, and Susumi knows it too. So I'm like, where the heck did this come from? Yes, two characters who have barely gotten development over the course of the series. Not very, like less than Susumi. It seems like for Susumi, like right after the events of the first arc of the series, the writers just forgot this character exists, just have her show up now and again, and just barely develop her. Yep. So, and apparently Hanabi has strict training regimen and try to focus on chakra on the mouth. Okay, you could ask Sadara for tips too. Oh yeah, I thought it was really cool they even had that during the second time protecting these people, that they had a scroll from the first Hokage. That I thought was interesting. What the scroll said, I have no idea. One thing that would have been good help to them, they could have asked Tsunade to help them. That would be a good idea. After all, she is the granddaughter of the original Hokage. I'm surprised they never asked her. Because here's kind of the thing. You could have asked her. I mean, Hanabi probably knows her through Naruto. Probably. Or she could ask Sakura because, well, she was Sakura's master. So, could ask either one of them. Nope. So yeah. So she trains and she apparently starts up very high with the course training. Still needs some work. And she's able to take on these particular people. And it looks like it does work, but looks like it doesn't because apparently because these people are water clones. They end up stealing some of the stuff, with the exception of the first Hokage scroll. Okay. And they take on the boss, and the boss is defeated like out of nowhere. Apparently, she develops this new jutsu that turns into a sword of light. Yes, a sword of sound light. Fires it and hits the boss, this gang, and just knocks him unconscious. Okay. When I was seeing this, I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, oh my gosh, this thing is huge. Like, what is this coming out of her mouth? Because normally I've seen characters shoot water and fire out of their mouth and sound, but not this thing. As what she's going to call this jutsu, I have no idea. He tried it a second time, but apparently it turns into a previous jutsu, which has everybody suffer through bad hearing for a little while. They can't hear much of anything because it's so sound hurt her ears. Yep. So yeah, so she says she's going to keep practicing and she's going to get better with it. And that's really it. This was at least an improvement over the last one because it at least gave these characters some development. because the last time they showed up, they didn't get much development at all in their last appearance. It's like two of the members got into a fight and they make up at the end. Okay? At least this episode, by they give some development to characters. Also, and that's what was really cool, Nebi, who is Susumari's, I'd say her pet, or something animal, yeah, he's gotten bigger. Result of the training. Okay, that's actually quite ingenious. In the case of the cat person, I don't remember her name, it's rumored she might be Kiba's daughter, but they've never confirmed that in this series. Or at least, I think she might be Kiba's daughter because she has little marks on her face similar to Kiba's clan. And of course, the cat thing is probably from her mother, her mother, maybe possibly she's that woman, I don't remember the woman's name, she's the granddaughter of Granny Cat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This at least was an interesting episode. Mainly this is mostly a partial character piece for a couple of the characters. Hanabi doesn't do much of anything aside from some training. She doesn't get any character development in this episode. Yeah, that's the big thing in this episode, it's character development. Not much for story. The story itself is kind of weak. But mostly just developing the characters, at least two of them anyways. Yeah. And there's reference to the fact that Hanabi's family, aka the Hyuga clan, is like the strongest family in the village. That's kind of true, but times have changed. We don't get exactly any development on that. After that, it's like, it's completely forgotten. And I even love the fact you got a chance to see inside the Hyuga compound for the first time since episode 9. Yeah, first time since that very episode, this particular place has been seen. And I can tell this is Hanabi's house because I highly doubt that the other three people have the house is nice, so it's probably Hanabi's house. And you know what's going to be also really interesting, though, is that for this team, we have never seen these people's homes before. So Sumari is presumed she lives by herself. Not surprising, Mitsuki does the same thing. As for the other two, we have never seen their homes. The only characters I can think of we've actually seen their homes over the course of the series, let's say the previous generation, just Naruto, Sasuke, we see Sakura a little bit, not very much. You don't see inside her house, but we do know where she lives, with the bakery. Shikamaru, we've seen his. Choji, Ino, not basically her house, basically her flower shop, and that's it. I kind of wish we do more of this. I mean, in the case of this series, the only character we've seen their homes has been just Boruto, Mitsuki, Sadara, and I think Sasumari, and that's it. And apparently Mitsuki lives in a hotel-style room. That's what it looks like to me. But in the case of this episode was good. I kind of wish we had a little bit more development in this episode than what we got, but it's a good amount of development. Yeah, I'm sure that a lot of people probably watching this episode like, okay, since when do these two characters know water jutsu? Yeah, this just came completely out of nowhere. Yeah, and I kind of thought by the way the tease looked last week that maybe Team 7 might work with them. Nope, apparently we want to focus on... Now, I get the fact, yes, you want to get this team focused, fine. At least have Boruto actually be part of the episode. Because he is a title character. Have him do something. Like, have him watch these characters, see the development. Have them actually work together on a mission. That might be nice, because that's what they did in the previous two series. They had teams work together. They had, like, in the case of Team 7, you had them freaking work together with Team Guy and Team 10 a lot. And a little bit with Team 8. I kind of wish we had that in this series. But so far, I have not seen it yet. Hopefully soon. Next week, it looked like that Shigadai is going to go into politics, which is going to be interesting. And also, Tamri's back. Even though she was last seen in the previous episode, last week's episode, but at least she's actually a prominent feature in the episode, appearing for a quick cameo, where she's scolding her husband and son. Yeah. So yeah, not much else to say. It's a good episode. It's not as great as it was last week. So yeah, that's particularly it for this particular review. Oh, one other thing. Before I end it. It seemed like this is like less than about, I'd say about a week after the events of last week's episode. And that's what it seemed like. It didn't seem like it was that long after the events of Pirate Child Day. And for some reason, Mitsuki was absent in those episodes. There's no mention that happened to him at all in these episodes. Nope. Yeah. So that's it for this particular review. I have one more video hoping I might get a chance to do today, and that'll be the review of Season 10 of Case Closed. That may happen today. It just depends exactly if I get all the episodes done, okay? But till you see you next review. Bye.